The parents of a student from Nottingham who took her own life back in 2018 have been at a Westminster debate today on the issue of student welfare. After their daughter Natasha died by suicide at the University of Bristol, Maggie and Bob Abrahart started campaigning for new laws to force universities to have a duty of care to students. Our political reporter Anna Whitaker has more.
At home in Nottingham, the Abraharts continue to fight in memory of Natasha, a physics student from West Bridgford. Natasha had a chronic social anxiety disorder and died on the day she was due to give a presentation in a large lecture theatre. Today, the Abraharts campaign was debated in Westminster.
Things need to move forward. It's now 8 years since we lost Natasha, and we hear the same things are still going on, and we hear from other families, and that's kind of re-traumatising to some extent. But the whole thought that this is still happening, we need something positive to change so that universities actually do look after their students.
Employers and schools have a statutory duty of care, but universities don't. The Abraharts want to see that change.
We lose 160 students to suicide every year at universities in England and Wales. This has to be taken seriously, not just by the universities, but by Parliament.
But the minister today said any response needs to be proportionate.
Almost all students are adults. Introducing a special statutory duty for them could be disproportionate when the evidence shows that students in higher education have a lower suicide rate than others in the same age in the general population. This is not in any way to minimise the problem at universities, and there is one, and I recognise that, but it is to highlight the need for a proportionate response that strikes the right balance.
The Abraharts see the debate as a step forward. The University of Bristol, where their daughter studied, says it has increased its specialist mental health provision and cares deeply about its students. Anna Whitaker, BBC East Midlands Today, Nottingham.
Well, the University of Bristol had this to say: "We care deeply about all our students and staff, which is why the mental health and well-being of our community is at the heart of decision-making across the university." The university also said it had increased specialist mental health provision and introduced self-bookable appointments with a well-being advisor.